It is that time again, chemo around 170, which is just wild to say. But over the years, many different people have asked me what is the hardest part or what's the toughest thing that you deal with in this life with cancer. I've had many different answers over the years. There's many different answers in just one single year of this. But right now, it's just continuing to show up, continuing to come to treatment, even though I know how bad it's going to suck, how bad I'm going to feel. And those are just words to a lot of people because you've never been through chemo. And I hope you never realize or find out how really bad it sucks. But knowing every 3 weeks for almost 10 years, I'm going to show up and I'm going to feel worse than any sickness I've ever had, flu, stomach bug, anything. It's just mentally draining and physically exhausting. But that's just the, kind of tip of the iceberg. Continuing to show up for another doctor's appointment, another surgery back in the day, more tests, more appointments, more forms, and always, facing that unknown of the future. It's just mentally and emotionally exhausting. And I say showing up is hard. And I know some people will look at it and be like, well, there's no other option because, yeah, if I don't show up, I wouldn't be here right now. And I know that. But that doesn't take away of just how mentally and emotionally and physically like draining continually showing up is. And like I said, this September 4th will be 10 years since I was diagnosed. This November will be 10 solid years I've been on active chemo infusions. And it's a lot. And to see the world move on over a decade and feel like I'm just kind of watching it go by in a way and feeling disconnected from so much of what I thought life was going to be really weighs a lot mentally and emotionally too. So the hardest thing right now is just showing up. I'm getting ready to walk into the cancer center right now and know I'm going to be sick until Thursday. And it's hard to deal with. But I also know I'm here because of this. And who knows what these next 10 years are going to be like. But I hope that kind of answered and shown a little bit of light of just how much it takes us people living with cancer to show up, how hard we work just to be here. And, if you know anybody doing that, give them some love and just say, yeah, we see you. And that can make a huge difference. But now I'm going to go show up and get some chemo.